Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Apink's brand new music video, D and D. Now, unfortunately, I've only checked out Apink one time, and that was their latest comeback. Well, technically, there was also the subunit, if I'm not mistaken, with the girls mirroring each other, being twins of sorts. Yeah, I think that was an Apink related, but an actual Apink reaction was only to their last comeback with Dilemma, which actually ended up being sorry, one of my favorite songs that I checked out at that time. Plus, visually, it was just uh, incredibly tragic, very, very beautiful visually, and the actual song itself was absolutely beautiful. So I'm very excited to dive back into them with D and D. So without further ado, let's get into it. Aw.
Yeah, 하늘을 바라본 게 글쎄 언제였더라 생각도 안 나잖아
Ooh.
가끔은 eye to eye 언더우른 눈을 맞춰 입꼬리 up 보여줄 smiley face 조금은 네 room 한 구석에서 긴 숨을 후 혼자 걱정하진 않게 잊은 채로 살았던 팔레 속에 골라봐봐 내 예세 만나게 될
Nice.
거야 네 가능성
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Just D and D now 누구도 막을 수 없어 계속 걸어 네 방식대로 find your way Just D and D now 언제나 live like you're 22 Better, better move 널 있는 모습 그대로 믿어봐
Escape. Nice.
하는 것보단 하고 싶은 걸로 과감하게 take that baby 그래도 돼 Why not oh, 행복이라는 건 생각 외로 탄생해 너만 특별해 듯 헤매매도 사실력이
Damn.
있는 걸네 마음의 room 한 구석으로 미뤄왔던 꿈더 외면하지는 않게 때론 아무 대책 없이 내일을 꺼내도 괜찮아 네 마음속에 가득 쌓인 너 전부 다 털어봐 Just D and D now
Oh, that's beautiful.
계속 걸어 네 방식대로 find your way Just D and D now 언제나 live like you're 22 Better, better move 널 있는 모습 그대로 믿어봐
Oh.
사는 게 문득 불안할 땐 네 곁에 있는 나를 기억해 비가 온 뒤 더 단단해질 너를 알잖아
Every time I see a yellow umbrella, I think of How I Met Your Mother, so I wish I met her. And that kid is How I Met Your Mother, but
어른이들은 너의 과정에 헤맨다고 해도 괜찮으니까 Find a way 희망이 비치는
Damn.
곳 걷고 가라 더 눈부시게 빛날 때 Just D and D now 온 세상 가득해 지금 너만의 color 좋아 지금 모습 그대로 live your life
Nice.
Just D and D now 누구도 막을 수 없어 계속 걸어 네 방식대로 find your way D now 너 가득하게 채워 24 better, better move 좋아 지금 모습 그대로 live your life You better, better, better
They said 22 before, right?
모습 그대로 믿어봐
Oh, this song was a lot of fun. And at the same time, it was incredibly heartwarming. And I actually had to look it up because I'm seeing the title D&D and I'm trying to think of what it means. Because I'm pretty sure that there's a movie that is coming out or is already out, Dungeons and Dragons. Pretty sure that's not the meaning though. But also, I saw another person say that it's do not disturb or deadly and dangerous, but within the context of the songs, like just live your life basically. So I'm a little bit too stupid right now to realize what D&D could mean. It was also really interesting how the first and second choruses talk about live your life like you're 22, if I'm not mistaken, but then the final chorus says fill you up 24, which was also really, really interesting. And the actual like concept, the lyrics and the visuals, stop. It's almost like stop taking yourself so seriously. Do the things that you've always pushed aside. The girls are clearly having like these mental barricades as far as like not being able to do your art with the empty canvas, being almost like at this diner of sorts, like being at an office with the frowning smiley face, the sad smiley face, like living a life that is unfulfilled because you put aside everything that you've wanted to do. And literally, like the lyrics talking about how when was the last time you looked up at the sky. And also, it's really interesting, like the candles that are at the table with the girls being basically like completely done with their lives, being incredibly bored, or also like the yellow raincoat reminds me a little bit of it with Pennywise. So I hope nobody is going to float too. But that was dumb. Sorry. But the candles that are on the table, I only just noticed that the candles are also in the frame. And the candles are very, very interesting because they're also being blown out. Like the fire, the passion, and whatnot. All of these girls look for like this lock of sorts, like unlocking something within you. As far as like, even though you've matured, because the girls, as some of them are 26, 7, I think some of them are 8 or 29. So I definitely feel like it's a song that is very relatable to people who feel like I'm not what I used to be, and therefore I shouldn't even focus on like these dreams that I had, when in reality, just live your life the way that you want to, which is why they say live your life like you're 22 and it will fill you up 24/7. Don't let anyone or anything kind of like stop you. So then being with that umbrella when it's literally not raining at all in the beginning, but then taking that umbrella, throwing it, or being without that umbrella when it finally starts raining. It's like accepting, like, in a way, you can't expect sunshine without a little bit of rain. Like, there's no rainbows without a little bit of thunder and all that kind of stuff. Like, take life as is, and don't take it too seriously, and just do the things that you kind of wanted to do. As they literally say, in your own way, find your way. And it was it was a really cool touch with like the display piece, basically the girl who was sitting behind the people photographing the frame of the candles that were at the table in the first scene, or around the first scenes, with all of the girls basically being bored and annoyed with their lives. And then the girl turns around, and in the background of all of these candles, and it's like the fire, that flame that is inside the girl, which is why all of the people are starting to photograph her. She is like that passion is in her. That flame is a representation of what is inside you, which is also pretty cool because the same lighting here also applies in here. There's a little bit of like this golden uh, light, and there's oh, it's just really really beautiful visual. It's something that is like, there's all of these candles, but it's a very dark room. Something way, way deep down in you that still wants to burn, which is also fitting because literally the paintings behind this girl are freaking candles too. And as they start dancing, that frame in the background with the candles, they're lit again. So like, there's something that is burning in you, which is absolutely uh, beautiful. Let's actually take it back because I really like these visuals, and the song itself is a lot of fun. So we talked quite a bit about the song just now. So I might pause a couple of times here and there just to talk about some of the visuals and maybe some of the lyrics. Let's enjoy the song once more. Never waste your life. As all of them are giving up.
하늘을 바라본 게 글쎄 언제였더라. 생각도 안 나잖아. 가끔은 eye to eye 언더우른 눈을 맞춰. 입꼬리 앞에
In a weird way, this almost kind of like makes me feel like they're photographing a mural. Like it's almost like a representation of her not being interested in herself. Like she's so it's kind of interesting because Apink have been together for a very long time, over a decade, if I'm not mistaken, like 12, 13 years, something like that. And it's like those candles that are lit are representing like the fire that is burning, but it's a frame, which everybody is photographing, everybody's admiring it, but she is so unimpressed and she just wants to give up on it, which it's almost like you can't just fake being happy, and you can only fake it for so long, and being a group for such a long time, there's no downs without ups. It's kind of what it makes me feel like just being tired of this life potentially, and kind of like losing that spark even, and just kind of like losing interest in what made you what you are, because you feel like there's more to you, but you don't know really how to show it potentially. I'm not sure. And then she goes into that room with all of these uh, candles, and all of the people are actually photographing her because she is the candle in a way. Uh, so it's like seeing the value in your fans. Even I'm taking it way too far as I always do. Um, but it's almost like that's something within all of the girls that made them not want to give up, because of the life that they're living. It's like visually, like one of the girls is like at this office using the scanning machine. One of the girls is at this diner or cafeteria. One girl is in the rain. One girl is trying to paint, but she cannot. It's almost like living, like losing, basically losing passion, and then something, whether it's the people here who photographed her, which is a representation of the fans who admire her still, or like wanting to paint again, having that spark, like that candle is very, very much a big deal throughout this entire music video. So that's actually really, really cool. And again, just my thoughts and opinions. Uh, for all I know, this means absolutely something else or nothing at all. Just my interpretation.
또 만나잖아 가끔은 eye to eye 엉거우른 눈을 맞춰 입꼬리 앞에 보여줄 smiley face 조금은 네 room 한 구석에서 긴 한숨을 후 혼자 걱정하진 않게 잊은 채로 살았던 빨래 속에 골라봐봐 나의 새
In the palette that I have forgotten, so like I like rediscovering yourself basically.
잊진 않게 잊은 채로 살았던 빨래 속에 골라봐봐 나의 새 만나게 될 거야 네 가능성은 하나하나 picture frame Just TNT 나 뜨거워하게 수 없어 계속 걸어 네 방식대로 find your way Just TNT 나 언제나 living like you're 22 better move 넌 있는 모습
That's incredibly symbolic.
해야 하는 것
This is like the life that I've always wanted, or the life that I forgot that I lived, or just a passion of sorts, as I don't want to live in that office and let that be my defining, it almost be that, let that be my defining moment. I'm stuttering like crazy today. I'm excited about the music really, but it kind of, in a way, the office scene reminds me a little bit of Go Go Baby with Moonbyul, as she's too big for the office and she's like trying to confine herself in a place that she doesn't necessarily belong, wanting to be more than that. Only here it's like forgetting about what makes you happy because you just live your life and you're sad. Anyway.
넌 있는 모습 그대로 믿어봐 해야 하는 것보단 하고 싶은 걸로 과감하게 take that baby
Yeah. Rather than what you should do what you want. Yeah, that's it. That's really, really cool.
것보단 하고 싶은 걸로 과감하게 take that
It's also really like one of the girl in the raincoat has like these giant pearls around her, like some kind of a like beads and whatnot, which this girl has a ring with a giant pearl on it, like the same one from the necklace, which is also kind of like interesting. Yeah. So it's not even a necklace, it's like, instead of ropes. That's nice. So, 5 paintings to represent 5 girls. Remember who's next to you. Yeah, and this is really... nice. Yes. That was really, really cool. Then the pearls are very, very small this time around. Interesting. That smile. And now a fire is burning as she just threw the girl beforehand through all of these papers like, fuck this life. This is really, really cool. Damn. This is beautiful. And literally the lyrics, like, remember who's next to you, something like that, as they look at each other, all the candles are lit, and they're happy because they're together. This is beautiful. I got nothing else to say, honestly. This was a lot more optimistic than Dilemma. Dilemma just had, like, a brutally addicting chorus. There was just something about it that I could not shake, and visually it was so incredibly heartbreaking. This song had a relatability aspect to it, but then it got better because you have, you know, company, you have people that care for you, and you have dreams and whatnot that you don't want to let go of. So just do your thing and live your life. This was beautiful. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are doing very, very well. So take care. Peace.